In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make gluten-free buttermilk pancakes. Hey guys, my name is Erin Courtney, and one of the things that I love about cooking is keeping my freezer stocked for things that are quick and easy to grab on the go. And this is one of my favorite ones. My kids love pancakes. So do I. Really, who doesn't love pancakes? And anytime I can try to squeeze something a little bit healthier into my family's diet, since they are not gluten-free like I am, I take the opportunity every chance I can get. And the recipe that we will be using today is from my newest gluten-free cookbook. It's Chef Erin's gluten-free cookbook that has over 500 gluten-free recipes in it. This is available in hardcover, paperback, and Kindle version on Amazon. I'll post the link below if you want to check it out. But this is the buttermilk pancakes recipe on page 49 that we're going to be doing today. Now, the only difference that I'm going to be doing, well, there's a couple of differences that I'm going to make here. I'm going to add some oat flour. So we're going to use half oat flour, half gluten-free all-purpose flour, because I try to squeeze some fiber in there as much as I can. And I'm going to take the sugar out because it's not necessary. And when it comes to my kids, I try to pull back on some of the sugar when I can. And also the other variation that we're going to be making is, instead of real buttermilk, I'm just going to be using some oat milk to make them dairy-free as well. Oh yeah, and we're replacing eggs with flaxseed that's been mixed with water. And one of the things you can do with the eggs is you can replace them with a flax egg, which is ground flaxseed mixed with water, and you let it sit till it kind of thickens. And I love eggs. I have no problem eating eggs, but whenever I can slip some extra fiber into my kids' diet, like I was just saying a minute ago, using a flax egg is a great way to get in some more fiber. And it does have protein. Plus, I can just scramble some eggs to go along with the pancakes as needed, right? So we're getting our protein and our fiber. That sounds like a really good complete breakfast that'll fill me up nice and well. So let's get started. Starting with our flour mixture, I've got half gluten-free all-purpose flour with half oat flour, and then I'm gonna add my baking powder, baking soda, and salt to the mix. From here, I'm just gonna give this a quick little whisk to get it all incorporated before I start adding my wet ingredients. Here is the water and flaxseed mixture I was telling you about. This is a good substitute for using eggs in recipes. And like I said before, I'm using this for the fiber content. So I took 2 tablespoons ground flaxseed and I mixed that with 6 tablespoons of water, stirred that together and let it sit for a few minutes for it to thicken. And as you can see, it thickens up a good bit. Some vanilla extract, melted butter, and I am using plant butter to keep this dairy-free. And here is our dairy-free buttermilk substitute. So what I did was I just mixed some oat milk with a little bit of vinegar and I let it sit aside, and that'll sour and give it the texture of an actual buttermilk. And so I add that to the dry mixture and then give that another whisk to make sure you get it fully incorporated. If you want to thin out the batter just a little bit, you can always add some more oat milk as needed. And although I keep saying oat milk, you can use any type of dairy-free milk, whether it's rice milk, almond milk, your choice. Just keep in mind the consistency of different dairy-free milks are going to be thicker and thinner depending on which one you use, and that will determine how much liquid you need to add to your dry ingredients. Now it's time to make the pancakes. I have preheated an electric skillet, and the spatula I love to use for pancakes is a flexible one, as you see here. My personal preferred size for pancakes is using a 1/4 cup scoop, but you can use larger or smaller amounts for your pancakes to be bigger or smaller. When our skillet is nice and hot, I'm gonna go ahead and start scooping the pancake batter into the skillet. And I can fit 4 pancakes into this skillet that I'm using right here. Once the pancakes have bubbled up nicely and they're a little rounded on the edges, as you see, we're gonna slip that spatula underneath and flip them. And you want a light to medium golden color. You don't wanna get too dark because you don't wanna overcook them, but about that color is my personal preference. Once the pancakes are about the same color on the bottom side, then you know that they're done, which means it's time to transfer them from the skillet to a plate. In the next batch, I'm going to show you how to put some add-ins to your pancakes if you want to add chocolate chips or blueberries or chopped strawberries, anything like that that you want to, or pecans, you can add anything you want to pancakes. This is the time to do it. And in today's video, we're going with chocolate chips because that is my daughter's favorite. And these pancakes are for her. Well, honestly, chocolate chips are also my favorite. So from here, we are just going to sprinkle those in and repeat the cooking process. Go ahead and flip them over, let them continue cooking on the other side before transferring them to a plate when they're done. This is the time to indulge if you're going to eat them right away, but what I'm going to show you how to do is save them for later to stock in the freezer. Once the pancakes have cooled, I'm going to wrap them individually in plastic wrap. This keeps them from getting stuck together whenever you store them in the freezer. And when it comes to using plastic wrap, I highly recommend getting the plastic wrap that has the slide cutter on the edge because it will make your life 1,000 times easier. And since I do a lot of batch baking and store it in the freezer like this, I get it in huge batches from Costco or a restaurant supply store or Amazon. Then from here, I'm just going to place these inside gallon-sized freezer bags for easy storage, and then I just stack them on top of each other, laying flat in the freezer. When it's time to reheat these, you just pull them out of the freezer, remove them from plastic wrap, very, very important, lay them on a plate, and microwave for 30 seconds on each side, and then they are ready to eat. And these are good in the freezer for about 6 months. And like I said, I keep my freezer stocked. I mean, my daughter will let me know when she only has a handful of pancakes left. These are definitely her favorite go-to breakfast. And also a lot of times if I'm making this for extended family, like my brothers and their families, or my parents are coming over, oh yeah, I'll make pancakes. And I don't say anything and they don't notice. Shh, don't tell them. That wraps it up for this video. I hope you like this recipe. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.